Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. In the last episode, we finished up our initial job quest for the new machinist job that we unlocked. Took care of that, had to prove our marksmanship abilities, and that went fairly well. I've been actually playing that class a little bit off screen, trying to get used to it. So that's coming along. I picked up a few levels on it already. And after we did that, we headed over here to Ishgard to pick up another new class, Dark Knight. And to do so, we ended up encountering this individual here, Frey, who was apparently branded a heretic and defeated in a trial by combat by being run through, and whose body was left in the broom to basically be dumped. But it looks like he got better. So that's interesting. So we have ourselves our giant sword. I had the armor ready to go. And we're going to be learning the ways of the Dark Knight from this guy. Dark Knight is like the warrior, it's a tank. But it uses the giant two-handed sword as opposed to the giant axe. So, similar in some ways. A little bit different in others. So, we'll see how this goes. Got all my skills all laid out how I want. So, should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and talk to Frey and see what he wants me to do. Frey is ready to teach you. You need only ask, and we're going to learn the dark side ability. Right. Well, don't you look the part. Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right? Now, bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at cost. That is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Say a man, a venerable, untouchable man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the Hoplon, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer. Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear, and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Think on that while we look into the commotion down below. Alright. Search for the screaming woman. Alright, there's the low-born crone. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there, and I know that's no excuse. I should have been more careful. But my granddaughter, she started yelling at the temple knight, and I tried to stop her, I did. But then she said then he said she had to come with him, and if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would. He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after. No, there has to be another way. Ah, Ishgardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know. Leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I knew you would. Everything is going to be alright, madam. When I'm through with those knights, they'll not dare trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you, thank you. Alright. Right, assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley, they've taken her to either the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well... So that leaves the tribunal. If the girl is alive, I imagine they'll make all manner of threats. Come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her, we're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. Alright, so yes, we have all the Dark Knight abilities up to level 30. So we need to speak with Frey in the Pillars. Just through this door. Alright, there you are. Right, just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap into your dark side to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own aether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul, makes for a potent fuel. But be warned, burn too much too quickly and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Ayame. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah, yes. I should have known you'd do that. Right then, let's find the girl. Alright, Pernicious Temple Knight and Frightened Maid. I think we've found our culprits. Damn it, girl, you're only making it worse for yourself. The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong. Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had a gil for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you... Oh, this is us. What the... Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this. With me, girl, now. One more word of protest and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three, seize this imbecile. Oh, really? Alright, so we have our AoE ability, which is used to generate AoE threat. Primary threat rotation here. Do our rampart. So it's hard slash to spinning slash to power slash. Alright, bring everyone, she's gone mad. Reinforcements, eh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver. Yes. Okay. Do you see, Ayame? The flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the flames and ignite the darkness within. Alright. The darkness swells within you. Just so, as it burns hotter, so too does something. Does your strength swell, but drink not too deep. Test the flame, lest the flames consume you. Alright, so I guess we get like a big boost here. Alright, we have one other ability over here. Siphon Strike, which you probably can't see most of the text of that. Blood Weapon increases the speed of my abilities. Siphon Strike basically absorbs MP. It'll have other stuff that chains off of it. Eventually. Your pain manifests as a new flame of darkness. Alright. Where exactly are we headed? Nope, those are all the wrong way. Rampart. Get some more of that darkness. Darkness threatens to swallow your very being. Okay, it kind of stunned me there for a second. Alright, get the Kyrogen first. No healing. There's our Pernicious Temple Knight. Alright. Blood Weapon. Oh, we got the Kyrogen over there. Hold on. Let me get some more darkness. Grab some more. down. Oh, Frey was under attack apparently. Alright. But we got it. Next Knight who bears steel, I'm not only going to kill him, but I'm going to kill his wife, his friends, and burn his goddamn house down. Jeez. Alright, there's the frightened maid over there. Alright, thank you. Those of you who let live, remember this horror, and know that you should speak of it. It shall be visited upon you again 100-fold. That should you speak of it. Okay, that's what he said. Alright, there's Frey and the frightened maid. Alright, I don't know what to say, miss. Thank you, thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something, and... What? No one screamed your name. My grandmother called out just the once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those knights had it coming. Halone bless you for what you did. Excuse me. Alright, we'll turn in with Frey here. Alright, feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe, but a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, a power nestled within you yearning to be free. As your understanding this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You have done well, far better than I could have hoped, in fact, but there is still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Ayame. The risks will only increase, so if you want to keep going, you have to trust in me. Can you do that? Sure. Good. That's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry, we will meet again. When the time is right, I'll be waiting where we first met. Alright, so we get the Dark Side ability, which increases damage dealt by 20%. MP regeneration stops during battle, and refresh status is granted by others have no effect. See, that's one of the primary mechanics. Well, yeah, level 35. For Dark Knight, is that they have to manage their MP significantly. So that's where that Siphon Strike comes into play, because if we use Dark Side, which I want to put up there. So Grit is kind of our tanking stance. It increases our enmity generation. Damage dealt and received is reduced. So we do less damage, but we take less damage, and increases the amount of enmity we generate. And then you have the Dark Side ability, which increases our damage dealt. So you can actually combine those two, but you don't regenerate MP. And then you get abilities later on that can only be done while you're under the effects of Dark Side. So I have looked into this a little bit. So and we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, let's go ahead and switch back to our samurai and head back out to our next main scenario quest, which is back out in the village of Gannha, where we've been looking to try to recruit members for the Alamegan Resistance. And one of the reasons why I decided to go with Dark Knight is that I want to play Dark Knight in the Shadowbringers expansion, because it's kind of one of the featured, well, it is the featured class in a lot of the promotional materials, particularly the trailer for Shadowbringers, that sort of thing. So I think that it might be interesting to play Dark Knight in the new expansion. So that's what my plan is. Alright, so we have a couple of people here to talk to take care of some business for, to see if we can't find anybody who wants to sign up for the Resistance. Alright, Angry Curl. Let's go ahead and talk to you. Alright, a new face in Gannha. Huh? What would you ask of me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks. There's naught more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I'd expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Right then. Frightened Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Alright. I'm gonna go grab the other one here as well. Griseldis. Right, you'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out, too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I'd need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talent for the blend. You'll go and get some for me? Just like that. You needn't trouble yourself, so. I'll take care of it. Alright, they're both kind of in the same direction, which is what I was suspecting. So the first one is Hard Country. We need to kill... Oh, actually, no, the other one's over there. We need to kill one of those. Alright, good. Let's get rid of that. Well, we got the horn. And now we need a Garabanian hornbill for one of its talons. I believe we saw some of those when we first came in. Ah, there they are. Alright, piece of cake. And while we're out here, we'll head on down there. Death by 1,000 Rocks, find Frightened Curl, and ask about the leftovers. And if we happen to encounter any ether currents, we'll grab those as well. Okay. We have a fate here. I'm going to see if I can't give it a wide berth. I really don't want to get involved in that. Alright, there's our man. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. Unconscionably heavy sacks. Alright. There we go. And we can teleport ourselves back. Alright, Angry Curl. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers? There we are. Well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes got good deposits. Tain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarryman. All the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living, and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Guardian's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even, though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Alright, Angerseldis. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Gannha? I got your stuff. Oh, I never meant to... I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... you're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that Not that it made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what a lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. And by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me, too, and many others, I imagine. Help them, too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Alright. Let's report back to Mefred. Let him know that, we didn't really get a lot of response. But people are doing what they can, I guess. Ah, there you are, Yame. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Alright. Let's talk to Lise. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart, and if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else, it's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefred. So far, not so good. As far as getting any fresh recruits is concerned, anyway. Alright, Mefred. Alright, looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow. I don't know. But, if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never have met Ayame or the rest of you. We might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Kurata, the Tributum, and the bloody Ratman, they... Damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikiran attacked. He took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Was just an old temple before they came, and listen, Warkrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? If the rat men took him there, he's as good as dead. You've got to get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. Alright. I was like, you're right, Lise. We've got to help them, if not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. We don't need any of this stuff, so I'll take the materia. Let's grab the next quest. Right. So Warkrata's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kikiran bandits. That about covers it then. So be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Alright, let's ride. We're just gonna ignore everything else. Oh, we probably want to be heading in this direction. Alright, there's the Ziggurat. Hi. Alright, here's where we're looking to be. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. That sounds like our man. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the Ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat? Ours to eat? We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Alright. Killed quick, check. And now we climb the Ziggurat, looking for Warkrata. What is that? Accuracy down. Alright, there's our goal. Piece of cake. Alright. You are next. Alright. Here's our objective. Oh, more want to join. Very well. Oh, you're one of the regular enemies here, not part of the actual mission. Alright, there we go. By Rhalgr, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'll hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Well, wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us, and it's going to be alright. My sister? Oh, Rhalgr be praised, she's safe, and you lot fought your way in here just for me? To think there are still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Kikirin return in force. Do you still have the Tribunum? Oh gods, the Tribunum. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. Lise doesn't appear to be happy about that. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Alright. Really? I'll deal with you. Get back to what we were doing. Alright. Alright, listen, Iame. Mefrid, I think we need to go after Warkrata. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. Alright. But I think that we're at the end of the episode here. So we'll track down Krata here next episode. And teleport myself back to Gannha just to get out of here. So I don't keep getting attacked. Alright. So we'll pick this back up when we come back next episode. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.